everybody, welcome to the Maria Goretti corner, and we have Santa with us today, who's going to teach us how to decorate the most beautiful Christmas cake. You know, this is Fabian, and he is actually my Guruji. He's the one who taught me how to decorate cakes. He is the most amazing baker, confectioner and sugar crafter in Mumbai. His cakes are pieces of art. Thank you so much for coming on to our show, Fabian. It's so nice.
It's a pleasure to be standing next to such a wonderful person like you.
I feel the same.
Thank you.
Okay, well, what we're going to show you today is how to make the most beautiful plum cake look even more appetizing and enticing and absolutely Christmassy. All you need is our cake.
First thing we got to do is we got to roll out our marzipan so that we can transfer it onto our cake.
Okay.
But when we roll out the marzipan, what we need to know is how much we need to roll it out to.
Okay, so you measure the cake basically.
So we measure the cake so that we do not have any wastage of marzipan. Roll it out to what we require, and that is 10 in each.
You need, so of the cake, so basically what Fabian says is, if the cake is 10.5 inches, you roll it to a 10-inch diameter.
Okay.
This is the marzipan.
You give it a little massage.
So basically you massage the marzipan a bit, so you make it nice and soft and pliable.
So that it rolls evenly. Okay, now measure it to your required size. How much do you require? You said 10.
10.
You said 10.
Yeah, this is 10.
So we are going to use jam that has been thinned down.
Okay.
Just brush it on like this. We do not want to give a heavy layer. It's just a light filament of jam, and we are ready to go.
So now what do we do?
Then we take our cake.
All right.
Handle it carefully.
Yes, sir.
Delicately, because it's made with a lot of love. Turn it over and place it onto the center of your sponge. Fine. When you place it down, you need to see there's enough of marzipan going all around, like a little moat of marzipan around your cake. You take your board, place it on. Are you ready?
I'm always ready.
Training?
Yes, lots of it. Let's go.
Okay, this is a small cake, so no big deal. 1, 2, 3, flip. Oh, she beat me to it, man. Okay, here we go, and on to
One second.
Lovely. Now we get our cake right in front of us.
All right.
Ensure that we press the top so that marzipan sticks onto your cake.
All right.
Caress it. Then watch what I do. Magic, 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 magic. Touch it down. Go right down. See, avoid the folds.
Yeah.
And I come right down to my base. Okay. Then you take your pizza cutter. We trim like this at an angle.
So, okay, now I'm going to try it. But I'm going to have to try it this way because...
But if you try it, it's very important that you see what you're cutting.
Okay.
You must see where your pizza cutter is rolling and go on the edge where the marzipan meets your board. Very nice. Okay. See that our level of our cake is ensured, a nice smooth top.
Done. So we go for this.
Round the top, round the top, round, round, round.
We're done.
That is there. Yes, we've forgotten one more step.
What?
We need to press this. Now this because we need to ensure that my marzipan sticks onto my cake and we get a good flat surface. Okay. But finally you get your finish like this.
Yeah. Okay. So now the next step is that we've got to take our jam again, right?
Yes, and
we've got to brush it onto the top of the marzipan. The reason we are doing this is because we need the fondant, when we put it onto this, we need it to stick to the cake. Okay guys, what I have in my hand here is fondant. What this does is it gives your cake a beautiful finish. So what we're going to do now is on that beautiful marzipan, we're going to add a layer of fondant.
Yes.
So you have to give it like a little bit of a knead so that it becomes soft and pliable.
And easy to work with. Easy
and
to handle.
And then you have to again roll it out about 10.5 inches. Ready.
Then I take my roller, load my fondant onto it, place and unravel.
Now, is it the same principle as the marzipan?
Same principle as
okay, so you flatten the top.
When you lift, catch your fondant like this, lift and then go down.
Okay, one second. Huh?
Don't stretch. You don't need to stretch because then if you stretch, you're making your layer even more thinner.
So now we use a cutter and we cut the ends again?
Now when you're handling fondant, we do not use the same amount of pressure. When you're using, when you press the marzipan. So a light hand 1, 2, 1, 2. Remember how the dosa guy moves around? Then
both together
both together
and just press
clap,
it now.
and press and turn. Smooth finish.
Done.
Your edges, very important. Using this part of your palm, rub onto the edge. Ensure that it is smooth and nice.
Our cake is done, guys. Now the thing is that I have decided that I want to use hollies on my cake, and I want to make a little stand-up Christmas tree and a snowman. So that's what I'm going to do. And what are you going to do, Fabian?
Well, I'm going to make 2 candles
All right.
with some hollies around that, and then hollies around my base. Simple
Great.
but elegant.
Okay, so guys, I have my fondant which has been colored red. Colored fondant is very easily available. Or you can buy white fondant and color to whatever color you want. I would actually ideally do that. I would not be buying colored fondant.
Well, I'm doing the twist for the base of the cake. I'm sure most of you must have played around with
Play-Doh.
clay when you were small. 1 long piece of white icing. Then I'm going to take some red. Right now I'm making 2 ropes out of the red and white fondant, which I will twist together to make like a flat finish, which then I will wrap around the base of the cake to do what I would call the border of the cake.
What I'm doing is basically getting 2 nice cylinders ready to make my snowman. So this is it. It's very simple. Here it is. So this is going to go over it, and that will be my snowman.
That is where my base of the cake has its border well covered.
Meanwhile, here is Frosty's beautiful rounded body.
No problem.
Okay, so this is done. Now I'm going to be making some holly.
Yes,
which
and I've also
basically
started them. I'm making little cherries. She's making the bigger ones. I'm making the smaller cherries.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, this is how easy it is. This is it. This is a holly.
Now I'm going to go on making the holly leaves with the green fondant. I roll it out nice and thin, but not too thin. Then I take holly cutters which are available in the market. Okay, place, cut, pick.
Okay guys, so now what I've done is I've rolled out some green fondant here. So this is my little holly cutter. Here it is. And with this, all I'm going to do is cut out a whole lot of leaves. So you cut it out and you let it fall onto.
These are modeling tools that are very easily available in the market. Not very expensive, but very, very helpful for your modeling work. I use this pointed tool to shape the center of my
So that's
leaf.
why you use the sponge, so that it kind of gets a lid.
Yeah, so I get a little, I still have to plunge it to show you that finish. But this is the center what I'm working with. Okay. Done. Once that's done, I take the other rounded ball tool and just give it a plunge in the middle. That's where the sponge comes very handy to give it that little
bounce.
lift. Yeah, the little lift to your leaf. This is 1 candle done. And to ensure me that they will stand up, I just take a toothpick and insert it into from the base of the candle. So it gives me
Oh, lovely.
standing candle.
That's pretty.
So we're going to make 2 of these.
Okay, so now we are ready to get our cake into action. I'm going to now start with fixing my snowman.
Yeah.
Here we have a little icing sugar.
Because royal icing is made with egg white, icing sugar, citric acid or lime, and then a flavor of your choice. Mix it up well to the required consistency, subject to what you're using your piping icing for.
So here starts my snowman. He has gone in. Now I need to fix his head. So before I fix his head, I will put into the body of this. And now it's time for me to fix snowman's head. And that is it. Here is my snowman. He's done. He's looking quite well fed. I'm happy about it. Now I'm going to start fixing my hollies. Thank you so much, Fabian, for coming on to the Maria Goretti Corner.
It was my pleasure.
No, it was beautiful, and thank you for sharing your craft with us.
I'm sure you enjoyed it, and so did everyone else who watched what we were doing.
So if you want to develop a passion for sugar craft, and if you want to learn and, you know, kind of do what Fabian does, don't forget to get in touch with him. But if you like what we did here today, don't forget to comment, like, share and subscribe to the Maria Goretti Corner, because here is where really magical things happen. And Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas,
Merry Christmas,
to you.
Fabian.
Enjoy your season. You guys have a nice warm season. Have fun.